So keeping your eyes closed and your mind wide open and really touching that person with your mind's eye and heart and soul, of course. And just imagining now that your fingers are the physical manifestations of your most divine love. And just allowing those fingers to really express themselves as if indeed they had a mind of their own and that is a goal that they are pursuing. And if it helps you to focus, you could just use one finger, just warming up the muscles, maybe turning in short little circles. Yeah. No, okay. If one's not enough, you might want to use two. So
just sort of working them together to poke and prod and penetrate any negative feelings you might be having. Any feelings of guilt or shame, just get deep inside those feelings and just clear them all away.
Or even any feelings of deep-seated frustration that you might feel from not having your needs met for 6 months, for God's sake.
The national standard is a holistic statement of cycling competence for all people. For fuck's sake, Nanna! This is a katana. It has been used by the samurai since the 10th century. It can cut through trees, rocks, human flesh. It also cuts a swathe through the incessant backchat of provocative passers-by and those that dare stray onto my cycle path. This sword has cut kingdoms in half. Do not test me.
And so we begin our seated journey together, perched peacefully on a warm preheated seat, in loose-fitting clothes that won't chafe in the 2 or 3 hours we plan to be here. If you're a rapid toilet texter and trousers is the name of the game, then remember we want a respectable belt to floor ratio. Keeping the trouser line about knee-high is always a good rule of thumb. Anything more and we're getting into dangerous waters. Tiffany's toddlers are drowning.
Oi! I've seen no one. Oh, Simo! Hey, Chicky, how you doing, eh? Hey, you all right, Dad? Off the old co-op, eh? The new one, eh? Oh, yeah? I've been up since 4, mate, yeah. I've done all my exercises, haven't I? Well, with a body like this, you crack on, mate, you crack on. Don't want to be late for old Mr. Bossman. Don't want to get a bollocking, do you? Nah. Oi, Amber Garsley, mate. Amber Ucking Garsley, yeah. Yeah. You see him? You see him? That imp, that black fella, yeah, Simo, yeah, you know where he's from? You know where he's from, don't you? He's African, Africa. That's where he's from, yeah, and we're all them Africans, yeah, and he's not only an African, is he? He's a proud Zulu, is Simo, yeah, and you know what his name means? It means gift. And if you put it together with Wee Sizwe, it means gift of the nation. You know, like Umkhonto with Sizwe, the spear of the nation, the armed wing of the African National Congress. What Simo's dad fought and died in to get rid of the apartheid government and all its racist doings, yeah. Proper hero he was, yeah. When he knew what was coming his way, he sent his wife and little kiddies, Simo and his brothers and sisters, to this country. Yeah, proper national hero he is. And what does that hero son get here on these streets? What does he get? Abuse. That's what he gets. Verbal abuse. People say horrible things to him. The other day, somebody spat at him. I'll tell you something else for nothing, mate. That Simo is a gift to this here community, he is. Yeah, volunteering all over the place. Charities, churches, mosques, temples, the whole lot. He's a real diamond, he is. Yeah. Simo the African, yeah.
I mean, the flying bit is amazing. Any star, any planet, anytime. Mars, Venus, Jupiter. Have you ever been to Jupiter?
No.
Well, let me tell you, mate, pretty bloody cool.
I imagine it...
Well, I don't actually need to imagine, mate. I've been there over 6,000 times, but I'm not counting. I am. So while you lot are wasting your time making MyalogueTV, this Genie's astral plane of the bloody planet. Extreme loneliness. Ooh, that stings me a little bit, actually. A lot of nights in, let me tell you. Just me and the plush pillows. Perhaps the odd ghost dog. A cat made of smoke. But nothing you can actually pet, you know? Nothing that sticks around for too long. As for love, well, as we say in the trade, if you've got a bit of padding, you can always get Aladdin. So, yeah, every cloud, eh? Every cloud, eh? Sorry, do you get that? Get Aladdin. Get Aladdin. Yeah, it's a bit of an inside joke.
The eyes are focused. The lips are moist and pursed. The voice is confident, if a little intrusive. And the legs are wide, man spread open, inviting the recipient into your world. Now, notice the change of words from how are you to how are you feeling me.
For now is the time when we release our worldly ways, let go of mental mutterings, and let the Sandman fill our bodies with his magic sleep dust. Quick disclaimer. If a stranger approaches and offers you some dust, don't say yes. Tonight's bittersweet bedtime story tells the story of a young princess. Let's call her Bella. Bella was one of the most beautiful, talented, and sweet-scented princesses in all the kingdom. The united one, that is. She was also massively undervalued, woefully misjudged, and harshly treated by the critics and media in general. Bella had been top of her drama school, which, incidentally, was one of the top drama schools in London. Back when being in a top drama school actually meant something and carried any real currency. Unlike the Dead Sea of talentless fops, swimming lifelessly on the surface of their own fragile egos, prostituting themselves on YouTube and TikTok.
The road to sexual gratification is a very long, hard and painful one. And it is rife. One must draw deep on one's pride and one's sense of self to get through it. This graph that I've crafted, which is completely 100% statistically accurate, shows the love curve, if you will, of that rocky, painful, come with me and let's explore it together. This line going erectly up represents the sexual gratifications, the number of sexual gratifications. The bottom line represents the age. As we go through life, we get older. It's quite fascinating. This 0 represents the bornhood. This represents 100 or plus. That's when you probably won't live to. The road is a very topsy-turvy one, and it is rife with rejection after rejection after rejection, after a peak rejection, after a rock-bottom rejection, after rejection after rejection, and so on and so forth. How can we deal with this rejection? How can we get through it? Well, we get through it like we do anything. We just keep going and hope that one day, me, you, everybody will reach that wonderful goal of sexual gratification. We're not looking for thousands, we're just looking for one.
Modern Times, 1936, director Charlie Chaplin. The Kid, 1921, director Charlie Chaplin. It happened one night. 1934, director Frank Capra. The Third Man, 1949, director Carol Reed. Le Grand Illusion, The Grand Illusion, 1938, director Jean Renoir. Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, 1937, director several of them. Those were films I've never seen. Some of them are in black and white. Bit boring.